Let's get it. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's McDaniels. Towns finds Gobert, just 4 to shoot. No good on the shot, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Oh, here's Edwards. Ball's knocked loose. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Morris passes to George. Outside Jackson. George against Edwards. Gobert with the block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now here's Jackson. Back to George. 3-pointer. Takes it out to Leonard. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is...
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Edwards against George. Nice move. And it's George finishing it off.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Russell looking around. Now the pass to Edwards. The feed to Gobert. And there's the call by the official. They'll drop the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
George against Edwards. Launches it. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Morris passes to Zubac. Leonard with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside, George. Outside for Jackson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bounce pass, Russell. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Here's Russell. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's George. Takes it out to Leonard. Wide open look. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He told me they have to lean on their postgame tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
George, that's a two-pointer. And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. Drives to the hoop. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's George, and McDaniels with the block. Deflects the pass, and here they come. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force, and Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
George passes to Jackson. And here's Morris for three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we'll be back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively. Also keeping them out of sync.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the one spot. Edwards kicks to Russell. Out left to the wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Feeds to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Russell against Jackson. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to this?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
McDaniels kicks to Russell. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Pass to Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. From past the arc. Kept alive. Jackson dishes to Leonard. For the three. Drills the three-pointer. Leonard's got 5.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
McDaniels passes to Russell. Six to shoot. The kick out to Towns. From deep. No good that time, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. In flush, that one goes careening off the glass. Edwards drives in. Second shot opportunity. Gobert. Out to Russell. Outside, Towns. Goes up again. Right side, Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Timberwolves keep it alive. From downtown, Edwards can't hit. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Back to George. Russell against Jackson. It's Edwards on the wing.
2 minutes remaining time. 2 minutes.
Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Morris. It's George on the wing. There's the dish to Jackson. A three from Morris. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell kicks to Gobert. And slammed tough by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Outside, George. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And the dunk by Zubac.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
To the inside. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Towns. Russell's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Leonard the pass to George. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 7.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Nice move. Paul George grabs the miss.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Fades back. Morris, no good. For 3, Edwards. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
I love the way George can move his...
All right, David, thank you. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Taurean Prince is out there with Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And here's Covington from the arc. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Minnesota leading by 3. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Prince in the corner. No good on the triple. The Clippers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Man passes to Pop. He kicks to Covington. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
First team foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And with Batum, his versatility has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
Wall dishes to Powell. Outside, Covington. The pass to Man. Minnesota with the rebound. Prince outside. Out to the wing. Here's Noel. Defended by Batum. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Anderson can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. Man passes to Wall. Here's Man. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Covington's shot is off.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Prince outside. Over to the wing. Timberwolves passing it around. Noel passes to Reed. Another shot. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The crossover. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's McLaughlin. Anderson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to McLaughlin. From outside, off the mark. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Powell finds Covington. Back to Powell. Passes it to Man. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Covington. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Noel, and Covington sends it back.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
Wall, great positioning on the putback. Wall's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. It's stolen by Wall. Now the Clippers moving it up. Covington with the ball. And the layup is good. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Love the hustle from Robert Covington, making his presence felt in transition.
Reed laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Pass to Powell. Covington against Anderson. Covington kicks the Wall. He feeds it to Batum, and he comes up with the deuce. Batum's got the lead back up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
Showing the versatility, Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Anderson can't get it to go. Wall looking for an opening. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, up 4. And we'll get it going. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue is going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Man in at the small forward.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And he banks in the lane. And it's 9 points for Rudy Gobert.
What you see now with Gobert, he's really improved his strength, making him a better scorer in traffic.
Down low. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Timberwolves trail. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. To take the lead. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Minnesota with the ball. The drive by Russell. Edwards passes to Gobert. Nails the baby hook. Gobert's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
The pass to George. Shoots from the corner. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 2. Edwards against George. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And showing he can make plays for others. Ever moving it with conviction.
Jackson against Russell. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Gobert with the block. Russell passes to Gobert. Out to Russell. To the wing right side. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Pass to Russell. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here to take the lead. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Out to Morris. In the corner. George with it. To the paint. Jackson passes to Morris. Here's Leonard. And he can't bank that one in. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Towns dishes to McDaniels. Russell inside. Defended by George. Passes to Morris. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Takes it out to Leonard. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Clippers.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
The Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Outside Jackson. George with no one around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Unreal. Big cat. One of the game's great scorers. Also deadly in the clutch.
George against Edwards. George passes to Morris. They get a hand on it. Paul George with the steal.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
Here's Morris. Money!
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Everyone's answering the bell and executing.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George finds Jackson. Now here's Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by McDaniels. Paul George with the steal. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. So it's Minnesota taking the W in the post. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
NBA action. And these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain is the 2 with Williams playing the 3. And it's Morant in at point. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Edwards against Bain. Left side, Edwards. Russell has the open look. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside Morant. Going inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost, because that's how he makes his living. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
And he's going for the lob. And Williams punches it home.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Back to Daniels. And he banks in the layup. We talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Bain, no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
From deep, Morant. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Down low. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Morant, pass to Jackson. From downtown, hits the trifecta. Jackson's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Picked by Gobert. Russell from outside. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Russell against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson with a screen on Gobert. From deep, Bain. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. There's 1:26 left in the opening quarter. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Bain. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Timberwolves? There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Morant against Russell. Up top, Morant. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Edwards can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And he's going for the oop here. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Pass to Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
Good on the second one. Memphis trailing here. And here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Russell against Morant. Changes up. The kick out to Williams. The 3 is up. Edwards pulls it in. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Now here's Morant. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The T-Wolves on top. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too. Powerful. A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack. And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket. And then Morant with the dunk.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit really getting after it on the glass.
Out to the wing. Towns for 3. He drops it from range.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Outside Bane. Morant with a screen on Edwards. Morant, the pass to Bane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Edwards can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. Moran against Russell. Outside Bane. Pass to Adams. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
The Grizzlies shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Pass to Towns. And stolen by Bane. And it's Moran off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Edwards against Bane. To the inside. Adams. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Minnesota in the lead. Russell to pass to Edwards. 1:25 left in the first half of this one. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Edwards for three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The three from Bain. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Towns finds McDaniels. Back to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Outside Morant. Jackson on the wing. From deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Here's Morant. Oh, good D by Edwards.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Now Morant. Give him 8 points now. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Minnesota foul. Carl Anthony Towns. First personal foul.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
1 second left. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half.
The Grizzlies. 23.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you got to like what John Morant has done in this game.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Got a hand on it. Here's Noel. Over to the left wing. Outside, Anderson. Back to Reid. And it's blocked by Clark. And he's able to get it back. Memphis leading. Jones in the post. Prince is there. Three-pointer, Brooks. Kept alive. Clark, the pass to Jones. Sinks the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
What you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple. Solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
And he lobs it up. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And here's Memphis. It's been 8 unanswered for them. There's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside Jones. Shakes him. Oh, and Reed with a block. And they're on the run. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Here's Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Drills it from deep. And it's now only a 1-point Memphis lead. And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you put in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. On the wing, Noel for the lead. The shot off that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And there's the lob. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Out to the right wing. Outside, Anderson. Back to Prince. Pass to Noel. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer. Clark grabs the board. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Jones from outside. It's picked off. Outside, Anderson. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Outside Jones. Shot to end the cold streak. Oh, and Reed with a block. Outside Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Pass to Prince for the lead. Knocks down the triple. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Brooks from outside. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Outside, Anderson. Here's Prince. Back to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Prince can't hit. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Timberwolves ahead. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Moran with it. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Bain. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Gotta be careful when Jackson's lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
Edwards against Bain. Nice move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Desmond Bain.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He hits the second from the line. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They trail by 6. And And here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
Bring it up!
That's how you finish.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Left side, Russell. The three. Towns passes to Russell. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Here's Morant. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with it. And he's going to the... And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal fouls. Look at the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
3 on the clock. The half-court heave is off target.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea. Give this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion. Man.
Gobert with a screen on Payne. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Adams. And he can't get that one.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
The three from Payne. Gets the 3 ball to go. And now just a 1-point Timberwolf lead.
I see ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
McDaniels against Jackson. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call in his team.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Adams, shot's good.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And he converts the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Outside Payne. Back to Morant.
And then Morant with the jam. Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Edwards.
Yes! Making sure of it with the 2-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Payne. That's foul number 2 for him. 41 seconds left in the fourth. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Here's Edwards. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
Memphis calls timeout. They're behind by 5. There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. As we head down the stretch, he said to his team, quote, "We can win this. I believe in you guys, but we have to make some plays because we know they're going to." Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jared knows what to do.
Now Edwards. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool. His free throw put a bow on this one. A nice way to finish the game up.
Timeout called. Memphis. They're trailing by 5. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. From deep, Morant. No good. And so it's Minnesota with the dump. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Now George. The 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson against Morant. 3-pointer. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. And the wide open shot from Morris. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Bain. Inside. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Down low, here's Adams. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And George kicks to Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Morant. Off target at the rim. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And here's George for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Memphis with the ball. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he would like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Bain kicks to Morant. Clock at 6. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Jackson passes to Zubac. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
The Clippers again turning it over.
Ball to Memphis.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different,
The previous play
a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called. It is. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Leonard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The 3. Los Angeles with another miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Floats it up there for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Zubac with the screen for George. Pass to Zubac. Missed inside.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Ja Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
And here are the Clippers now. Grizzlies making the shot. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Leonard with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's George. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, Paul George has got the tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Here's Brooks. And no good on the last second attempt this time. John Morant is leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Leonard against Bain. A shot by George, wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 5.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. Bain with the bucket. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high percentage 2-point looks.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside Jackson. Outside George. Passes it to Morris. Outside for George. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. 5 to shoot. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Floats it up there for Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Jackson up top, guarded by Morant, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the middle, and finished up by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
George, that's a 2-pointer. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's George, following the basket by John Morant. Morris with the ball, guarded now by Jackson. Here's Leonard, and Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Jones checked in for Morant. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball.
2 minutes remaining.
Jones, no one around him. Off target from outside. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 11-point game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Jackson against Jones. And the pass to Bain. Out to Brooks. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring. And yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
104 left here in the second. Jones for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the dunk by Zubac.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid at recognizing when he should give it up.
Now, here's Bain. Jones for 3, drains the three-pointer. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Tries the spin move. And George kicks to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morris. And here's George for 3. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside, Jones. And so it's Memphis in control of
the score. The Clippers 13, the Grizzlies 22.
For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
In the corner, Powell with it. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now, here's Batum. 4 on the clock. To the left side wing. Outside, Wall. Powell trying to free himself up. Wall's shot is off. Memphis leading by 9. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Green against Batum. Green with a screen on Covington. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Clark for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Right side, Batum. To the inside. Takes it out to Covington. Back to Wall. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Conchar. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He lobs it up. Oh, trying for it. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And so Green will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're scoreless since the first half. Jones with it. Pass to Concho. They kick it out to Green. Traps in the tray. Green's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
To me, you've got to chase Danny Green off the line. Make this guy put it on the deck because the three-point shot is his most dangerous weapon.
Now here's Powell. Now here's Jones. Fires for three. Batum grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half start.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Jones, no luck. Clippers trail by 8. Ball finds Powell. Outside, Batum. No good there. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Talking about Batum, that buyout door seemed to really rejuvenate him.
It's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused him.
Now, here's Batum. No points in the game yet for him. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Doors when opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs, Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor. Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead, get up, Nicholas Batum.
Here's Concho, guarded by Powell. Aldama passes to Jones. To the paint, 6 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
To the middle. And then Clark slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Powell. Here's Wall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Here's Morant. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. George looking around. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Feeds it to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
a solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Pass to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. Outside for George. They grab their own miss. It's George on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's Clark with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Outside, George. Zubats with the screen for George. Pass to Zubats. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Bain with the screen on Jackson. And finished off by Morant.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Down low. Shot clock at 5. Nobody near Leonard. No good on the three. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
The three from George. The Clippers get another chance here. Memphis leading by 15. Morant kicks to Jackson. Misses the three.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And that one, good.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Up top, Morant. Outside, Dane. Spins. Pulls up on the wing. Misses off the left iron. Clippers trail by 13. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. A three from Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from Leonard.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
1:22 left in the game. Brooks outside. The feed to Jackson. Stolen by Zubats. Inside. Here's Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA. Understands his role as a stretch 4.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. From deep three-point range, and it's Morant missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's Zubats. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. George finds Leonard. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Leonard passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. George with it. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Edwards. Russell against Jackson.
And then Russell with the dunk. What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
George, no good. And just about a minute into this first quarter. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Zubac with a screen on Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up top. The shot by Towns, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Hey, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Now here's George. Out to Leonard. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Now here's Towns. 4 on the clock. Russell. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And that one misses. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep rim.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Jackson. Here's George.
On defense, Gobert expertly uses his size and length, making himself into a wall.
Takes the three, and George gets it to go on the assist from Morris.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
George against Edwards. Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
The kick out to Morris. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Here's Zubac. No good with a layup.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Russell, that's good.
Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
For three, George. George with another miss.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Russell to pass to Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Gobert's got 6.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Russell finds Towns. The kick out to Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Up and in on the layup. Give him 8.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
Now here's George. Shot to stop the run. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Towns for 3. Edwards. It's good on the putback.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Timberwolves ahead, up by 12. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Timberwolves.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after it.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in it to one spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Towns has gotten a second bucket on the night. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Edwards can't hit.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's George. And that comes off the assist by Morris. George has got 5 now.
See Paul George's focus that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
Towns finds Russell. McDaniels against Leonard. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to Daniels. Pass to Towns. Here's Russell, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Jackson, the pass to George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
George outside. Down low. Here's Zubats. Minnesota with a rebound. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Russell against George. Back to Towns. The 3 ball. He buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Pass to Jackson. Up top, Morris. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Leonard's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Edwards finds Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
George passes to Jackson. Stolen by Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Russell. Here's McDaniels. Now here's Towns. Outside Russell. 6 to shoot. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
A former #1 pick, Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Now Leonard, three-pointer. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's McDaniels. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And they get it back. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Kept alive by Minnesota. Towns with the ball. Pass to Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And the stifle tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. A sizable lead of 14 at the break.
Put your hands together and get loud.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Up top, Wall. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
What an effort from Wall on the play. Refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
Second free throw, no good. Minnesota shooting 61% for the game, knocking him down. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First 2 fouls.
Pass to Reed. Kicks it out to Anderson from the arc. They get it again. Reed, good. Reed's got his first points of the night.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's McLaughlin. Now covers. Back to Prince. To the left side wing. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Timberwolves lead by 18. Now here's Wall. He's closely guarded. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Out to the right wing. Pass to McLaughlin. Reed with it, guarded by Batum. To the wing, right side. Here's McLaughlin. 5 to shoot. Here's Noel. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
The Clippers shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. Pass to Covington. Stolen by Anderson. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. McLaughlin's shot is good. McLaughlin's got his first basket.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Here's Mann. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Noel. Now covers.
Foul Clippers. Terrence Mann. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the foul called on John Wall. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Reed passes to Anderson. Out left to the wing. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Prince. Sinks it from distance. Prince has got 5 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on an 11-2 run. On the wing, Noel. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Anderson for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Pass to Batum. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Minnesota has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Now Reed kicks it out to Anderson. Let's go with a 3. Good D by Covington.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Powell's shot is off.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Fourth team foul.
Here's McLaughlin. Off target with the 3. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And it's Powell off the drive. And Powell with the stuff.
Not surprised Norman Powell can get up.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Back to Noel. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Batum. No good from outside. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 16-4 run.
LA foul. Norman Powell. First personal foul. 15 foul.
And Anderson, no good on that one.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Outside Edwards. Off target from outside. Here's Wall. Up and over Russell. Can't hit it from 12 feet. No good there. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Already up 26 points. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth personal foul.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Leonard for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Leonard's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Pass to Gobert. To the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Morris can't hit.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
So it's Minnesota now. Left side, Edwards. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Morris. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Edwards against Jackson. The three doesn't go for him.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Towns a screen on Morris. Edwards finds Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight. Leonard outside. Fires for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
To the left wing. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Shot is up. And that one hits the back iron. The Clippers have got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. George. And George with the jam.
You got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handles.
Back to Russell. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Right side McDaniels. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooter.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
The one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powered at home like that. McDaniels passes to Russell. Gobert with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The shot, no good. Great D that time from Zubac. The Clippers have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Here's Leonard. The 3, George hits the three-pointer.
And more, it should just sink in that Paul George is one of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. 1:33 left to play in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl Anthony Towns.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it to stop the drought. The rebound by Jackson.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
He launched that one from way outside.
Yeah, that's a shot most guys are just not even going to take. But Leonard is confident in that range.
Outside McDaniels. Edwards against George. Again, the miss by Edwards.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
It's George on the wing. Launches a 3. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Jackson. Leonard for 3. Fires in the triple.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And so it's Memphis.
Nothing new to us. We don't care.
You're right. They play well. David, thanks. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Towns against Jackson. He dishes it to Adams. Jackson passes to Bain. Back to Jackson. Shoots over McDaniel. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The kick out to Towns. Bain with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Brooks. And rebounded by McDaniels.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Now the dish to Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jackson from long range.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Morant with it. On the wing, Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Good. And a nice assist from Morant.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Russell finds Towns. Out to Edwards for 3. He's off on that one. And Memphis the other way now. Morant with it. Now guarded by Towns. Morant passes to Jackson. Brooks outside. He's looking for Russell and finds him. And stolen by Russell.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Outside, Russell. Towns, the pass to Russell. Here's McDaniels. It's good from long range.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Gobert, and the rejection by Jackson. Morant's against Russell. Passes it to Brooks. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Stolen by Jackson. Payne looking around. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Got himself into a really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Russell kicks to Towns. Down low. It's stolen by Adams. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Count that one.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Russell fires away from way outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Morant passes to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that.
And so it's Memphis looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
So on the floor for Minnesota, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Clark, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree, unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree, because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities are why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Now here's McDaniel, guarded by Bain. Edwards dishes to Towns. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Alive, Minnesota. Gobert finds Russell. Back to Gobert. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Outside, Bain. Morant against Edwards. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Russell against Morant. Outside, Bain. Morant against Russell. Bain, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Edwards against Bain. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Edwards drives in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Bain against Edwards. Takes the three. He can't get that one to fall. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Russell kicks to McDaniel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Despite the wiry frame, taking it up strong inside, and D'Angelo will get free throws.
1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Bain. Brooks outside. Bain sets the screen for Brooks. And again, Memphis no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Russell. Plays it up and banks it in. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close.
Bain kicks to Jackson. A three-pointer is right on target. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Here's Towns, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Bain finds Morant. Lets it go with a three. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Bain with the bucket.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved. Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at it.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams, and at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Jones for 3. offensive rebound. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen by Reed.
Love the opportunistic defense, guys.
Here's Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Green breaking loose. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Reed.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Outside, Jones. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Reed. No good from outside.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Pass to Concha. Here's Aldama. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Aldama's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Anderson with the drive. And there's the pass to Noel. Into the lane. The kick out to Anderson. Passes to Reed. To the left wing. Baseline try. Goes back up. Aldama with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 7. Stolen away. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Right side, Jones. Jones with the screen on Prince. From downtown, Jones, no luck. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Prince, the pass to Reed. It's rebounded by Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the inside, and the dunk to finish it off. Wow, beauty.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Now here's Anderson. D right on him. Takes it off the glass. McLaughlin's got his first points of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Pass to Green. From the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Concha's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Anderson wide open. That's good from 17 feet away.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
That's to Concha. They kick it out to Green. His three-pointers off the mark. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. McLaughlin, no good. And so is Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8-point game. Aldama passes to Concha. With the drive. Reed with the block. Prince outside. Anderson outside. From outside the arc. Drills it from outside. Anderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting spot.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Okay, David, much appreciated. On the court for Minnesota. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Here's McDaniels. Towns for 3. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Here's Towns. Clock at 6. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Morant passes to Bain. Puts up a 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. Russell kicks to McDaniel. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Now Morant. Can't get it to fall. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Russell against Morant. And finished up by Morant.
I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Edwards looking it over. He feeds it to Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Morant against Russell. Bain passes to Morant. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. Up top, Edwards. To the paint. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy with the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Russell against Morant. Edwards. That one a little long. Timberwolves trail. Now the pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Morant gaining the floor. Outside Payne. Morant against Russell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing. Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Outside, Towns. Passes it to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Here's Russell with the three. Money!
He just loves seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Outside, Payne. Back to Morant. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Intercepted. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Payne inside the three-point line. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here.
Oh, say does.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Now here's Leonard. Inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Standing at 6'4", Wall is a big point guard. That size along with his handles help him operate inside.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. There's something that has really brought this group together. What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. From deep, Bain gets the 3 ball to go.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bain needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Here's George. Tries again. Morris against Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Wall against Morant. And Wall, here we go.
Oh, did you see that? Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Outside Bain. It's deflected. Outside Wall. Out to Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
George drives in. Out to Leonard. Takes the 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Morant. The 3. It's a 3-pointer. Morant's got 5.
I love the competitive fire Ja Morant plays with, coming right back with his own 3.
Bain against George. Here's Leonard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
The Clippers in the lead. Wall, the pass to Morris. Here's Zubats. Out to Leonard. George outside. Back to Leonard. 5 on the clock. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Williams punches it home.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. George outside. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Morris. Uncovered. And it's good. 2 points.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
A minute 4 left to play in the first quarter. Adams, the pass to Morant. From the top of the key. They get it back. Left side, Williams. Second shot opportunity. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Leonard passes to Wall. Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. It's George on the wing. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Morant with it. He's got 5. George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Pass to Zubats. Here's Wall. For 3, George. The shot no good. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers ahead.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the flying high, throwing it down.
Not too many people play that game up there, but he does.
Woo! The kick out to Morris. Back to George. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And he lobs it up. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. In transition, here come the Clippers. Good on the shot. Leonard's got 7.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Outside Bain. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Back to Jackson. Right side Bain. Fires the 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
In terms of raw tools, Jaren could become one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We'll see how it plays out.
Count want that bucket. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Oh, deflected and stolen by Bane. On the break. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Jackson. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside Moran, down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris with it. He's picked up by Adams. Zubac passes to Morris. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. And the dead-eye shooter, Mike Miller, here to support his former team, the Grizzlies.
Hey, the rookie of the year back in 2001 for the Magic, but traded to Memphis and had the finest seasons of his career in a Grizzlies uniform.
Outside Bane. Jackson outside. Back to Bane. Pass to Moran. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The three is up. No good that time. And Los Angeles the other way now.
And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
George for three. Drops in the three. George has gotten his third basket of the night.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Pass to Bane. 1:05 left to play in the second quarter. Buries it from three. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft.
BA, the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Shot by Leonard, no good. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
And he's going for the lob, and then Morant with the dunk.
I love John Morant's shot-making ability. He can knock him down from anywhere.
George passes to Wall. Out to Leonard. Fires the three. The Grizzlies pull it in.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
George with a steal. Wall, the pass to Morris. Excellent D there from Moran. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half.
The Clippers, 19.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
And BA, I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game. Some stars have proven it's a viable method, even in the three-point focused modern game. And for the moment, defenses aren't always prepared to deal with it.
They've got Dylan Brooks. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Jones from outside. Drains the triple. Jones has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Powell outside to the inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Clark left side. Pass to Conchar. Outside for Brooks. Now Jones. Releases. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Powell passes to Covington. Got it. Covington's got his first points of the game.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Brooks outside. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And Clark with a block. Brooks outside.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Jackson against Jones. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Brooks. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Conchar. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Jones from outside. Clock at 6. Driving in. Outside for Brooks. Puts up a 3. Powell pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Jackson, the pass to Batum. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. On the wing, Jones, defended by Jackson. And the lob disrupted, not to be. Covington passes to Batum. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Pass to Conchar. From deep. No luck on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Now here's Batum. On the wing man, Brooks defending. And stolen by Clark. Outside Jones. To the middle. And down it goes. 2 points. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Pass to Batum. Back to man. Batum with a screen on Brooks. Down low. Batum in the post. Clark covers. Banked it in off the glass. Batum's gotten his second bucket of the game.
If you don't box out Nicholas Batum, you're going to pay. With this length and how well he uses it, it's a bucket.
Jones against Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Brooks has got his second bucket of the night.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Covington inside. Here's Powell. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And to win the game for Los Angeles, Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's man in at the three, the small forward.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
The Clippers trail. Morant with it, checked by Wall. And then Morant with the dunk.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Zubac with a screen on Payne. It's George with the drive. And the jam by George.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. You have to switch on that play.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
Wall, the pass to Morris. It's George on the wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
It's George on the wing. With the crossover. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. That's on Brandon Clark.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
Now here's Morant. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside Payne. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got his sixth rebound on the night. Here's George. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Capable of flat-out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Right side Morant. Payne. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. George with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Memphis has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Throws it up high, and Williams punches it home.
Unselfish score. If his shot isn't there, Bane will move the ball.
Pass to Morris. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Leonard finds Zubac. The layup falls.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Now Morant. From deep. He's off on that one.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. Just couldn't hit it.
Zubac passes to Morris. George outside. There's the triple. With the second effort. Leonard for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Morant. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Here's George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Brandon Clark.
And good whistle there.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. George hits them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
Here's Morant. From deep three-point range. And it's Morant again missing.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Georgia's shot is off. And here's Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pure from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Nice job by Desmond Bain, showing the quickness to stop and pop.
George outside. They grab their own miss. That shot, no good. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Bain. Launches it. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And now a 12-point Memphis lead.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.